Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a story time of how I found out I was pregnant in Walmart. So if you want to hear the rest of the story, just stay tuned and it's gonna be good. So yes, as you can tell, I am pregnant and I'm super excited. Yeah. So this is how the story goes. So hold on, we gotta think of a name to call him. Okay, so I'm looking at the movie Dear John. So we're gonna call him John. Here we go. I don't want to use his real name because it's just, yeah, I just don't want to use his real name. But anyway, so me and John had hooked up and we were having sex and stuff. But we weren't telling anybody we were having sex because circumstances. But so me and him were having like a little fling for about a month. And so we're, casually having sex with each other every so often and stuff, and weekends and, just stuff like that. And I was actually on birth control, and he told me he has some kind of weird muscle disease to where he's sterile. So we were like, okay, I'm on birth control, you're sterile, we don't have to use condoms. No. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Because you can get STDs, all that kind of stuff. Luckily, I didn't catch anything. But still, I advise y'all to always wear condoms. So, we finally ended things. I ended things on July 4th. I was just, after he told me something, I was just like, I don't think this is going to work. I'm done. I'm just done. So, I actually left. And then a couple weeks later, like, we pretty much stayed friends and stuff. And, we would see each other and we would act like, nothing ever happened. Like, we just kept it really casual and stuff. And I liked that. We didn't end things, weird on a bad term or anything. So, a couple weeks went by and I'm starting to, talk to somebody else. And I'm going, I was about to have sex with this other person, but I was like, hey, my period's supposed to become, let's just wait until after my period. Because I was telling him, my period's supposed to come either today or tomorrow. And, but the thing is, it never came. And I was like, that's odd. But honestly, I didn't tell y'all this. I was gonna actually do a video on this, but I never got a chance to because now I kind of can't make a video on it. But I was on orders to Korea. I was gonna go to South Korea and Camp Henry. So I was actually on orders to Korea to Camp Henry. So I was just stressing about the PCS, like having to make sure all my stuff was good, make sure my car was taken care of because I couldn't take my car overseas to Korea. Just making sure everything was good, all my appointments were set. I was just so stressed, honestly, about all that. And then I had work-related stress. I was just very, 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 very stressed out. And I was like, maybe I'm late because of stress. And I was like, because I've been late before because of stress, but I was like, no, maybe it's just stress. But, I took precautions and I even asked John, I was like, hey, I said, are you sure you can't get me pregnant? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm sure. He's like, I'm sterile. He's like, I've been tested for it. I was like, okay. I said, I just want to make sure. I said, because I'm a week late now. And he even said the same thing. Maybe it's stress. The PCS and stress. I was like, yeah. I thought the same thing. I was like, I just didn't know. And he was like, yeah. He's like, you're fine. He's like, you're on birth control. I'm sterile. He's like, there's no way you can get pregnant. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, okay, well then my period's gonna come in a couple days, or it's gonna come anytime now. Well, it's still not here, and I'm like, okay, something's wrong. This because I've never skipped a month ever. Sorry, I'm like picking my nose. It is right there. But I've never skipped a month. Never since I was a little girl. I've never skipped a month, and I was like, Marley, something's not right. And then it got to the point, um, it was July 27th. And it got to the point to where I was waking up in the mornings and I was feeling nauseous as crap. But I wasn't throwing up, I was just nauseous. And I was just like, something's not right. But honestly, I was just so scared to take a pregnancy test. I was so scared. And then strike three hit when my boobs started hurting. And I was like, all right, Marley, enough is enough. Go to Walmart, go buy a pregnancy test because that's three strikes. I'm out. You better go take a test because if I'm not pregnant, then something else is wrong and I need to go to the doctor to see what's wrong with me. Because this. Mm-mm. So I finally got the courage to go to Walmart to buy a pregnancy test. And I literally could not wait. Could not wait. I had to know what was going on. So I went into the Walmart bathroom, took out the test. I literally dropped the test on the floor, grabbed one because I had to pee really bad, and then took the test and then put the clamp on, put it over to the corner, and I literally I dropped everything. Like these were my test scores, y'all. Like there's two plus signs. There's two of them. I know. I still have these. I don't know why. I keep telling everybody I might keep them, but there's two plus signs. I took one of them at Walmart, and as soon as I seen it, as soon as I seen the plus sign, I literally was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" Like literally, I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was literally screaming in Walmart's bathroom, and I didn't care who was there. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I threw everything in my purse, the bag and all, and ran outside. And the first thing I did was I called my mom. I called my mom and told her, I was like, hey. And she's like, what's wrong? Because she automatically knew I was upset. I mean, automatically knew I was upset. But I wasn't crying. I was just like, what the hell? So she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, at this point, the main thing I was worrying about was because I've been a PFC for like 2 years in the military, and I had been trying to get my specialist because the whole chapter thing went down. I was good to go on that. I was going to be able to stay in the Army, and I was about to take another PT test so I can get my specialist and stuff. And I was telling my mom, I said I'm not going to be able to get my specialist, and she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "I can't take my PT test," and she was like, "Well, why?" And I was like, "Because I'm pregnant." And she's like, are you kidding me? And I was like, no, Mom. I was like, I literally just got out of Walmart. I was like, I took the test in Walmart's bathroom. I was like, and there's a plus sign. And she's like, oh my goodness, Marley. And I was like, honestly, to be honest, I was really upset because this was unexpected. And she was like, is it who I think it is? I said, yeah, it's John's. I was like, there's nobody else. I said, I didn't have sex with anybody else. And then she was like, and she even asked me, she's like, isn't he, can't he not have kids? I said, no, he doesn't even have kids. I said, he told me he can't have kids. So I was just like, my mom, to be honest, just to be honest with y'all, because, y'all are my subbies and stuff like that. I honestly me and my mom talked about terminating because of the situation I was in with him and the fact that I was progressing in the Army and with my career and stuff in the Army, and this was just holding me back. And I didn't know if it was going to ruin my career or damage my career or anything like that. And I was really scared. So me and my mom talked about it, and she was like, "Well, just sleep on it. Just sleep on it, Marley." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I'm gonna go, tell everybody. So after I got off the phone with my mom, I sent John a message on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, and I said, we need to talk. And then I sent him the pictures of the, the birth, the, sorry y'all. I sent him the picture of the pregnancy test. And I was like, yo, I'm pregnant. Like, but I didn't get any response from him that night. So I went home and I went straight to bed. And like I was exhausted. So, but the thing is, I took the second. I had two tests. The package came with two tests. So I took the second one um that morning, and it also came up positive. And I was like, "Yep, I'm definitely pregnant." There's no not saying I'm pregnant. Like both tests came up positive, and I took them at different times. Yeah, I'm definitely pregnant. Um, so I sent John the message again with both the tests, and I was like, I am definitely pregnant. I just took another one. I am definitely pregnant. Well, I still get no response from him. So I took it the next morning, and then I got ready for PT formation, and I was like, oh my god, I have to go let my chain of command know I'm pregnant. And I was so scared to tell my first sergeant because me and her really don't get along and stuff, and like y'all know that. But like I was just so scared to tell everybody, I was pregnant. I knew I was gonna get some like bad reaction out of somebody because of the fact that I was supposed to take my PT test next week, and now I can't take my PT test because I'm pregnant. So as soon as I told my first line supervisor, he made that face like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, "Y'all are making this sound so horrible than it is. Like, I'm bringing a child into the world, a blessing, because I was on birth control. John was sterile. There was no chance he's not even supposed to be having kids. I was on birth control. This is a miracle child. And y'all are giving me some stink eye? Like, I was getting pissed. Honestly, I was getting really pissed. But once I told my chain of command, I even let them know I was considering about terminating. And the one good thing that my first sergeant did tell me, and I actually really did appreciate it, was she told me to, just really think about it because I shouldn't do anything that I would regret later on. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And she was like, this could be a blessing. She's like, this could be your one and only chance. She's like, you never know. She was like, she's like, I will support you no matter what you do. She was like, but maybe it's not the right timing. She's like, maybe you'll have kids later on in the future. She's like, or maybe this could be your one and only chance and this is your time. She's like, but either way, she's like, I don't want you to make a rash decision. I cannot talk today. So quickly. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So, they let me go, for that PT, and, um, as I was telling, some of my friends about it, and I told one of my friends who has kids, I was like, I'm thinking about terminating and stuff like that. Because I was trying to get, people's input on it. Like, I really didn't know what to do. I really just didn't know what to do. And I wanted somebody to help me out and tell me what they think I should do and stuff like that. And everybody kept saying, do not terminate, do not terminate. A child is a blessing. Kids are a blessing, all that kind of stuff. So I went and I immediately went to the doctors because I actually already had an appointment that day. But I went to the doctors and I told them, I said, hey, I'm pregnant. Showed them. I even brought my test with me and showed them. I said, hey, I'm pregnant. So they put me on pregnancy profile, and literally as soon as I got that profile in my hand, I was like, Marley, this is for real. Like, you're pregnant. And right then and there, I was like, I can't, get rid of this. I was like, this is a blessing. Like, because I remember when I was with Steven, how, I was trying to get pregnant with him. And I'm actually glad I didn't because, but, I was like, I couldn't do it. I had to keep my child. Like, but then again, I've always been pro-life. And I think that's one of the things because that was the hardest thing Like, even my mom is pro-life. Like, we're all pro-life, but it was just, she was telling me that I had someone in my family who had an abortion due to her career. Like, she was going to lose her career or something like that. And, like, now that, she's got, family and stuff like that. So, I was just thinking of everything. And I literally sat down and prayed. And I was like, what should I do? And, like I said earlier, this is a miracle child. Like, this is crazy. Like, I shouldn't be pregnant, but I am. And so I finally went after I got back from the doctors, and I let everybody, hey, I'm keeping the kid. I'm keeping my child, you know. And then everyone was like really happy, and then they all like really started supporting me and stuff like that. So I was like really, really, really excited. I was really glad that I had a lot of support that I didn't think I did have. So, sorry. So, to answer some of y'all's questions, yes, I am going to be staying in the military, and yes, you can actually be pregnant and be in the military. Like, I know it has some people ask me, like, oh, are you going to get out and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, you can be pregnant in the military. There's tons of pregnant ladies in the military. Like, we even have a pregnancy PT that we get enrolled in, and like they go swimming and stuff like that because it's apparently it's good for you, and they do like yoga and all that kind of stuff. But yes, you can be pregnant in the military. So my orders to Korea are having to be deleted because I cannot travel overseas being pregnant. And let's see what else. But yeah, someone did ask me if I was staying in Tennessee and having the baby here. Yes, I am. Since I cannot go anywhere else, I am gonna be having the baby here in Tennessee. Um, and oh, so right now I am 10 weeks pregnant, and I don't want to really show y'all my stomach, but I have been showing a little bit. And like everyone keeps saying I'm having twins. I don't want to hear. I don't want to have twins. I really don't want to have twins. Like that's just no, not right now. Maybe later on I can have twins, but not right now. But because of like how badly I'm showing at like 10 weeks, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna have twins." No, I'm not. But someone also asked me if I had names picked out already. I do have names picked out already. I've actually had names picked out since 7th grade. So, if it's a boy, his name is going to be Jensen Ross, and um, I'm going with my last name. I didn't tell y'all this, but the father is no longer involved in the picture. He decided to opt out of this, so that was something I'm really been stressing about lately. But I can't really stress really bad to where I can harm my child and stuff. So I'm like really trying to like stay positive and stuff like this. But John has opted out of this, and he has blocked me off Facebook, and he's blocked my number. So I really don't know like what I did to deserve this, but I mean, my mom was a single mom. She's been a single mom for about 14, 15 years now. It sucks. It does suck, but I'll do it. There's a lot of successful single moms out there, so I think I'll be able to do it. But anyway, if I'm having a boy, his name's gonna be Jensen Ross Smith. The way I spell his name is on the bottom. And if I'm gonna have a girl, I'm gonna name her Azriel Evangeline Smith. So, Jensen, I actually got his name. Y'all are gonna laugh at me for this, but I actually got his name from the show Supernatural. Dean Winchester, his real name is Jensen Eccles, and ever since I started watching that show, I fell in love with Dean's real first name. Like Jensen was like me and my mom both agreed that that was an amazing first name for a boy. And Ross I got from my mom's side of the family, my mom's grandfather. It was gonna be Jensen Ross Thomas, but because that's my grandfather from my mom's side as well. Um, but we decided to keep it just Jensen Ross, just keep it short, just in case like whenever I have another son, I can name his middle name Thomas. Um, but my mom thought keeping it short would be a lot better. Um, the reason why I'm not using anyone from my dad's side of the family is because um, I don't want to sound rude or mean or anything, but my dad was adopted when he was a baby. So I really don't know like my birth grandparents or anyone like that. So I decided to use a blood name. Um, that was just my perspective of it to use, I don't know. I just don't know. That's the way I chose, so that's the way I did it. Um, Azriel, I got oh anyway, Azriel Evangeline, I forgot to tell y'all, her name is spelled on the bottom. That's how you spell it. My mom actually came up with that name. I think she heard it somewhere. But Azriel is gonna be her first name, and I literally thought it was pretty. My mom had actually said if she had another kid, because she's got 5 girls, she said if she somehow happens to have another girl, she was gonna name her Azriel. And I was like, well, I think you're done having kids, mom. But that is a really pretty name. I was like, well, no, maybe if I have maybe whenever I have kids and I have a little girl, I can name her that. And she's like, yeah, she's like, you could. And Evangeline, um, I don't know where I heard it. I heard it off a movie. I think it was, what is that movie? It's a Disney movie. It's one of the Disney princesses. Oh, what is that name? Oh, what is that movie called? It's a Disney princess. The Princess and the Frog. That's it. The Princess and the Frog, where I forgot what he is. I don't know if he's a cricket or no, he's a bug. Right? He's a lightning bug. Y'all, I have not seen that movie in a while. But he his love of his life apparently is like one of the stars, and he calls her Evangeline. And when I heard that, I was like, that's such a pretty name too. And I was like, Azrael Evangeline. I was like, that is cute together. So that's what I've come up with for my baby names. I've actually stuck with those for a while now. I had other baby names, like Aria and some other stuff like that. Sindel, I had, names like that to be thought of. But right now, for this pregnancy, I got more pregnancies maybe coming in the future. But for this pregnancy, it's either going to be Jensen Ross or Azriel Evangeline. So I'm excited to like find out what I'm going to have. I've been to the OBGYN and I was really disappointed. They told me that I cannot get an ultrasound until 21 weeks. And then that's when I would find out my gender. But I'm really, really impatient. And I told them, I was like, I'm going to baby bump. I was like, I $75 to get an ultrasound there. And they can tell me at 15 weeks. So right now I'm 10 weeks, so I got 5 weeks left to go. So I'm going to baby bump. And my Kentucky mom down here, she's actually going to come with me. Because she's going to be the only one who knows what I'm having. And we're going to be doing a revealing party. And yes, I will vlog it. But I'm really excited. So one of the things about my pregnancy so far is I have not had any morning sickness at all. So maybe I keep saying, "Oh, you're a boy because you don't have morning sickness." Oh well. But I haven't had any morning sickness. The only thing is I haven't actually. Well, I don't know if this is morning sickness or not, but I get nauseous in the morning, and I'm not throwing up, but I'm like gagging. So sorry. I keep burping. But I'm like gagging sometimes in the morning. Lately it's stopped, but I've been getting like really, really nauseous. At first, I could not be around eggs. I could not. The smell of eggs made me want to throw up, even though I still couldn't throw up. It made me want to throw up. There were certain things that I could not eat anymore. I couldn't even eat a burger. The smell and everything, I couldn't do it. And I love burgers. I am a meat person. I'm O positive. I am a meat person. Gotta have meat. I could not eat any meat. It literally like made me want to gag. I was gagging by the smell of meat. That's actually gone away now. I can eat eggs and I can eat the shit out of a steak. Burgers are still kind of iffy. Um, I'm still having some problems with it, but my doctor did tell me that I shouldn't be eating 3 big meals a day. I should be eating like 6 small meals, just so it helps my stomach out and stuff. But let's see what else has happened during my pregnancy. Oh, my boobs. Oh my goodness. When I first found out when I was 5 weeks pregnant. So I know this video is late. Sorry. But um my boobs were so sore. Like I called my mom and I was like, my boobs hurt. What do I do? She was telling me to run them under, get in the shower, do a hot shower, then a cold shower, then a hot shower, and just like let my boobs like, you know, stuff like that. She told me that I need to stop wearing the bras I was wearing because they're probably not fitting me anymore, which I have grown out of all my bras. I literally cannot wear my bras anymore. I'm a 30, what am I again? What am I, 34? I'm either a 34 or a 36D, but I'm at like a double D now or something like that. Cause I cannot wear those bras. Like I've grown out of those bras. So my boobs did get bigger. Um, One of the scary things about my boobs though, when they got bigger, I like had to research this because it like looked so freaking scary. But like the veins were like dark blue, and I was like, they look like little hands or spider webs all on my boobs, and I was like, what the heck is this? But anyway, so but yeah, I mean, other than that, I have good days and I have bad days. Bad days I'm like pretty much nauseous throughout the whole day. Like today I was nauseous really throughout the whole day. I'm extremely tired. I'm so tired all the time. And one of the really bad thing is that I really can't sleep at night. Like I don't know what it is, but it's so hard for me to fall asleep now. And I will wake up at like 3 times in the middle of the night just to go pee. Like I've never woken up in the middle of the night to go pee, but now I do. So that's one of the other things about my pregnancy. I wake up in the middle of the night and pee now. Um, the doctor did tell me that right now it is, safe for me to sleep on my stomach. They tell me to try and stay off my back a little bit. They told me I can sleep on my back if I want to because of the fact that, I am in my first trimester, but they do advise me to stay off my back once I, progress in my pregnancy so that, because it's going to be like, my baby's going to be like pushing on all my blood vessels and all my organs and stuff like that. And I don't know, I forgot what they told me, but yeah. But my next doctor's appointment, I actually get to hear the baby's heartbeat. So I'm really excited. Right now my baby's the size of a grape. So I was actually eating grapes this morning and I was like, oh, my baby's the size of this. Everybody at the table was laughing. But yeah. So I'm pregnant. I'm really excited. I made this video before, but I got a new phone because my other one decided to take a shit on me. Jasmine was in my old video because she was like spending the night. But whenever I told Jasmine I was pregnant, I like gave her my appointment slip, well, my pregnancy profile, and I told her to tell First Sergeant that hey, I was here for my to give her my pregnancy profile, and she like looked up and was like, I didn't say anything, but in the video she was saying like She's like, man, this bitch. Like, she said at first that she was jealous because, I guess she's wanted a baby, but I'm not going to speak for her on that part. But she was like really happy for me. So Jasmine's really been there for me a lot. And it was really funny in the old video, but it didn't get to get posted. Sorry. But yeah, we are friends again. So I said not to ask, but she's like, they're gonna ask. So, but yeah. Um, Other than that, if y'all have any questions, just comment below. I love to hear what y'all have to say about my pregnancy and stuff, and like any questions y'all have for me about it, or my experience so far. What I'm gonna try to do is do like weekly videos of my pregnancy. I've already started doing the picture thing, and of each week. So I'll have that for an ending video. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do like weekly or bi-weekly videos of my pregnancy and like, my experience so far or what I feel and stuff like that. So I think it'll be interesting. So anyway, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I love y'all, so I'll see y'all in my next video.